I feel like this book is essential to anybody coming up in the world, because if you're not armed with social intelligence, if you don't know how to handle certain people or handle certain situations or how to maneuver in certain situations, then you'll find yourself left out of a lot of opportunities, left out of a lot of rooms, okay?
Like we always do about this time.
What's going on, peeps? It's your boy Coach, back with another video, and today I want to start or continue a series that I fell in love with, which is the Rap 48 Laws of Power. Okay, now I know another YouTube channel started this series, and for some reason he didn't finish, and because I thought it was such a phenomenal idea, hey, why not do my own? Now, I know I got some cocksuckers out there that are going to say, hey, somebody already did this, or somebody already did it better, all that. But what I want to tell you closed-minded motherfuckers is that you always want to look at multiple perspectives to challenge your own perspective. This is how we grow, okay? So I thought, why not do my own? Now, the 48 Laws of Power is a phenomenal book written by Robert Greene. Robert Greene is a great author who has written books like The Art of Seduction and Mastery. Mastery being my personal favorite. But the 48 Laws of Power is right up there. And basically what the 48 Laws of Power is the rule book on social intelligence, okay? The world is filled with people that will lie, cheat, steal, deceive, manipulate, whatever they can do to get their point across, to get what they want, or to accomplish their goals. The 48 Laws of Power will teach you how to see that, how to recognize that in people, and how to see under people's smiles. And then it teaches you how to counteract to that and how to make it in this dog-eat-dog world. If you're not armed with social intelligence, if you don't know how to handle certain people or handle certain situations or how to maneuver in certain situations, then you'll find yourself left out of a lot of opportunities, left out of a lot of rooms, okay? Now, there's a famous saying that there's three type of people in the world. The people that know what's happening and make things happen. The people that know what's happening and don't make anything happen. And it's the people that don't know what the fuck is going on. So which person are you gonna be? Let's get into it. So let's start with Law 19. Know who you're dealing with. Do not offend the wrong person. Some people are really savages in lamb's clothing. Don't assume that everybody is going to react the same way to your strategies. When you meet a swordsman, draw your sword. Do not recite poetry to one who is not a poet. In the 13th century, Muhammad created an empire that extended from Turkey to Afghanistan. He did so by waging countless wars, and his powerful, well-trained army outmatched their opponents. In 1219, he received a delegation from Genghis Khan, a tribal leader from the east side. The delegation gave Muhammad many gifts and fine goods. Genghis Khan wanted to reopen the Silk Road to Europe and offered to share with Muhammad, guaranteeing peace between the two empires. But Muhammad did not know who Genghis Khan was and thought he was very arrogant. And to think, how the fuck could he address me like this? Do he know who I am? So he ignored Genghis Khan's offer. And what did Khan do? He tried again. But this time, he sent a caravan with 100 camels and rare Chinese goods. Stolen goods, might I add. But the caravan was intercepted by a clan, the governor of the region bordering somewhere that Muhammad had power. And so this governor killed the leaders of the caravan, and they kept the goods for themselves, spoils of war. Genghis Khan was sure that this was a mistake, that Muhammad surely could not have given these orders to the governor. So Genghis Khan sent another mission, repeating the offer and requesting that the governor be punished for what the fuck he did. Genghis wanted his get back. But Muhammad himself beheaded the ambassadors and sent two back with their heads shaven. So he really trying to play Genghis Khan, but he don't even know this man. He don't even know this man. Genghis Khan replied, "So you have chosen war. What will happen, and what is to be now, we know not. Only God knows." In 1220, Khan attacked the governor's province. He seized the capital, and he had the governor executed by having his soldiers pour molten hot silver into the governor's eyes and ears. Khan led many battles against the Shah's much larger army over the next year, but he used guerrilla tactics. His soldiers could move on horseback. This was unprecedented at the time. Know who you fucking with. And they mastered the art of firing with bow and arrow while mounted on some Dothraki shit. So Genghis Khan eventually did defeat Muhammad, and he became the only ruler. So don't assume that your opponent is weaker than you. You may be dealing with a Genghis Khan. You got to be convinced that nobody is insignificant or inconsiderable. Don't take nobody for granted in love, in business, in whatever. People may have it in their power to be of use to you, which they certainly will not if you have rubbed them the wrong way. Wrongs are often forgiven, but contempt never is. Our pride remembers it forever. Okay, and so the number one rapper that I think of that comes to mind is 50 Cent, and how 50 Cent over all of these years still has his foot on Ja Rule's neck. 50 Cent never leaves an opportunity to shit on Ja Rule. And we look at 50 now, he's super successful, he's on top. And we look at Ja Rule now, Ja Rule is a meme now, and 50 Cent still is kicking his back in. And what that comes from is because there was a time when 50 Cent was blackballed in the industry, and guys like Ja Rule and Murder Inc. were helping to keep 50 Cent out of the industry.
I'll tell you personally, the Murder Inc., the people that you see like Irv, Ja, the people that are involved in the business aspect are bitches. Like
nobody. He's this person, right? This person we're talking about, he's no.
So you figure, you don't know you dealing with a 50 Cent, you keeping this motherfucker down, you think, oh, he'll never come up, he'll never come up, he'll never be big enough, he'll never be big up. But through 50 Cent's sheer hunger and taste for revenge and ambition, he came for Ja Rule. And when 50 Cent come for you in your life, whoever he may be, you better not have underestimated him before or treated him like shit, because he might have the power to crush you totally. You know, it's like the saying that they say, you know, always say hi and wave to the janitor in the hallway, because you never know, the janitor might be the CEO one day, and then he might have the power of your life in his hands, okay? Another rapper that comes to mind when I think about this law is Lil Wayne. In 2012, Wayne was fresh out of his jail stint in 2010, and he needed a brand change. He needed an image change. He needed to reinvent himself. So that's where we got the truck fit skateboard Wheezy from, okay? It was more brand friendly. And he managed to land a multi-year, multi-million-dollar deal with Pepsi through Mountain Dew, and it was called D-Weezy or Do Weezy, something like that. And it was Wayne's very first major endorsement deal. So, I mean, you could imagine how big it was for him. Future comes out with a song called Karate Chop, and on that song, Lil Wayne is featured. And on Wayne's verse, Wayne says, "Beat that pussy up like Emmett Till." Okay? Now, if you don't know who Emmett Till is, Emmett Till was a black teenager who was hung in 1955 just for whistling at a white woman. You know what I'm saying? And so Emmett Till family is real important and real big in the civil rights community. I think they got a whole foundation. And so, you know, they wasn't feeling that. And so they went to PepsiCo and complained to PepsiCo. And so you know what PepsiCo did? They thinking about the dollars. They thinking about the revenue. So they cut Wayne off. Another rapper that comes to mind is Rick Ross, okay? Now, in 2013, the rap artist Rocco had a song called You Don't Even Know, featuring Future. Damn, Future keep popping up in the fuckery. And Rick Ross was also featured on the song. And in that song, on Rick Ross's verse, he says, "Put Molly all in her champagne, she ain't even know it. I took her home and enjoyed that, she ain't even know it." But look, also, yeah, I know, date rape vibes. But also in that verse, he said, "I die over these Reeboks. You ain't even know it." Now, why that line is so significant, because Rick Ross had a endorsement deal with Reebok. And after the backlash that Rick Ross got for this, what happens? Of course, Reebok drops him. So you see what offending the wrong group can do to you, what offending the wrong person can do to you. Okay, and let's look at another artist who also kind of suffered from this law, which was J.COLE in 2013. Damn, 2013 was the year of the fuckery. Drake had dropped a track called Jodeci Freestyle, and Jodeci Freestyle featured J. Cole. And in J. Cole's verse, he said, "I'm artistic, you niggas is autistic, retarded." And so, you know what happened after that. Cole benefited versus Rick Ross and Lil Wayne was, it was early in Cole's career. He wasn't super big like those artists were. So he didn't have the $1 million brand deals. And the smart thing to think about in all this is, do you think about Cole today? Do you think Cole would ever say a lyric like that? No, right? Because he doesn't want to offend the wrong people. And why else? Because he learned from his mistake. He learned early. So now he doesn't have to go through that. All right. Now, I've seen one guy overcome this where they've offended the wrong person being 50 Cent, you know, and 50 Cent basically did everything he could in his power to tear this artist down. But like they say, good music always prevails. And around the time where 50 Cent and Rick Ross were beefing, 50 Cent was on Rick Ross's neck. I mean, he had an alleged sex tape with Rick Ross's baby mom. He had her posing half naked on magazines. I mean, it was a bunch of craziness. And all Rick Ross did was respond with phenomenal music. Now, before this, Rick Ross was just seen as, you know, one of the run-of-the-mill rappers. He was not seen as the giant artist he is today. He was able to overcome offending the wrong person with undeniable work, okay? So if you guys want to beat this, you want to overcome this, you have to have something so undeniable, people can't deny it. They can't deny you, okay? I hope this video was of value. I'll holler at you on the next one. Peace.